Hi guys, welcome back to my blog and channel. You're watching Lipstick and Laura and I'm Laura. Today we're gonna do a get ready with me video. It is a beautiful day outside, so well, beautiful by Canadian standards. It's plus 11 Celsius, so it's still a tiny bit chilly, but it's not like snowing and gross, and it's kind of like the first spring day without rain. So I think we might just go for a walk, maybe go grab a coffee somewhere, go out for dinner, I don't know. But we're just gonna do a quick get ready with me. I've already done like the skincare stuff. My skin's really mad at me right now. It's probably from all the stress and anxiety over the past few weeks. But it's starting to clear up a little bit, and I'm trying to not let stress affect me physically. So it is getting a bit better. The first product we're going to use is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and this is the primer that's in the beige container, not the purple one. I've been using the purple one, but they're the travel size ones, so I kind of ran out of the purple one. There we go. I do really like this one. It's got a different scent to it, like a, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of something, and I can't quite put my finger on it, but I think it might be the, I don't know if they still make this, because this, like, I had this so long ago when I was like a teenager, but the amber scent at Victoria's Secret. I think that's what it reminds me of. Also, I got my best friend to do my brows last night, so she was able to thread them so they look a little bit better. I'm still trying to grow out the sparse areas, so we haven't really touched like the arch or anything like that. I think this is going to be a little bit longer of a process than I want it to be, but generally my eyebrows grow really, really fast. Even like if you look at my old pictures, like really old pictures, I have like no eyebrows, like they're so thin, so I don't even understand why they grow so quickly. But like even the hair on my head grows super fast. Like my hair is really long right now. Then we're going to use the Shiseido Synchro Skin Lasting Liquid Foundation. I did a review on this when I did the Battle of the Liquid Foundations. It does say on the bottle that you need to shake it. It is a lighter consistency, and I feel like on a day like today where it's just a really nice day outside, like I want to use something that's full coverage but still feels pretty nice, and we're not doing anything super intense, so I don't need anything to like cover my skin for like 17 hours. It's kind of what I've been using. I just started a new job, and it's a full-time job, so I've been doing my makeup more office-y lately. A little less glittery and fun. But I can still experiment and still have fun. So we're just using the Real Techniques blending sponge just to blend out the foundation here. This foundation is kind of funny in that I feel like when I put it on and blend it in, it's a bit too light for my skin, but when I get bronzer on top of it and when it like actually dries down, it looks like it's a decent match. So I look a little ghostly right now, but it's not too bad. I should be able to get new lighting soon, and I am looking at getting a new camera, and I think I'm gonna get one of the Canon. I don't think they're manufacturing the 70D anymore, so I think I have to settle with the 80D. 80D, and then because I need something with like a flip screen so I can see myself, because I don't want to use an external monitor because it's gonna take up too much space, and I don't have a lot of space here. I want to do that and get. But new lighting, I think, is my first priority, because this light bulb here is still yellow. I've kind of figured out a way to fix the color balance like afterwards, but I don't like to edit for color if I don't have to. And I find, like, I wish natural light was an option for me, but it's not. But I also find that editing afterwards just never really gives the same effect as if you just have good lighting. And, like, that's obvious to a lot of people, but it's just... it's frustrating. It's one of the things that I struggle with the most. So for me to like get my motivation up to edit a video means I need to like get my motivation up to actually film the video, because I know that there is a higher potential of me filming a video and then getting the footage and just not liking it, in which case I won't even put it up, and then I've just wasted an hour of my time. So I'm looking at getting a ring light, but the one from Amazon, because it's like 150 bucks as opposed to like 400 for the higher end one. And I'm not really in a position right now where I want to spend $400 on lighting. I feel like I would feel incredibly guilty, especially because I want to get a camera too. So I might get the more expensive ring light like sometime down the road, like long term. But right now I'm just looking at getting the Amazon one. I feel like I want more coverage in this area. That's where all my breakout is. And you're gonna hear Bauer, the kitty, because he gets angry when the doors are closed, but when the doors are open, he comes in and he messes shit up and fucks with everything. Also, he's been really rambunctious this morning. He's my boyfriend's cat. He's not technically my cat, but might as well be my cat. He just loves to cuddle with me. It's so cute. We're gonna use some concealer. We're gonna use the Tarte Shape Tape. My color is light medium, which is weird because I'm a bit pale right now. It's not like a true highlighting color for me because I don't like the reverse raccoon eyes. It's not my thing. But this being light medium is a little weird because I don't know, like I have a yellow skin tone and a little bit olivey, but it's not medium, so I don't quite understand. Like this is a light color for being medium. A little bit of breakout here. And then for the Real Technique sponge, we're gonna use the flat side because I like that side for concealer. I'm just gonna, I feel like I used way too much and I just had a really heavy hand in this. So this is gonna be a lot of fun to blend out. Now I do the upside down V just so that I can get some highlight down here and I can really conceal my under eye area, just where that dent is usually. I don't know. I was thinking about getting filler, but needles kind of terrify me, so I don't know what I want to do. Also, I might just be a little insecure right now. I don't know. Something that I've been thinking about for a bit, but who knows? Poor animal. And then we're gonna set it. I'm using the Dermablend, what is it? Dermablend Loose Setting Powder. I got this in an event that I went to last year, like before I was actually blogging again. Oh my god, there's so many invisible hairs on me. Before I was actually blogging, like, I don't want to say full-time, because it's not like it's my profession or a job or anything, but before I was blogging consistently, I went to an event for their body makeup, and this was in the bag. So I've actually been using this on my face, because you're supposed to, I guess. And you can use it for the body makeup, but I do really like it. I find it really elongates the lifespan of my concealer. So we're just gonna use that. We're gonna use the Sigma, what is this? F35. It's technically a tapered highlighter, but I use it for my under eye area. I'm just gonna dab that in there. And the bronzer I've been using lately is the NARS bronzer. It's the Irresistible Mint. I don't know if it's supposed to be French or not. But I'm using this massive Tarte brush again because it's just what I like to use. I like to use big brushes for my bronzer. That way it gives a more diffused line. Because I find I don't like a super sharp bronzer, even like really a sharp contour, to be honest. It's not really my go-to. I'm not big on that whole thing. I used to be. And then for blush, we're going to use the Luminoso by Milani. This is their baked blush, and it's one of my favorites. They also have the blushes that are like a flower shape, and I've never tried those before. I do want to try them. I also want to try their bronzers because I've heard they're really good. I have no idea what's happening with my hair right here. And then this is just a Real Techniques blush brush that we're using. It's kind of my go-to. Getting nice and rosy cheeks. I'm not sure which color I grabbed. I either grabbed Champagne Pop or Opal. It's Opal. It is Opal. Okay, that's good. So we're gonna use Opal for highlight. This is one of the first highlighters I ever bought. Actually, it was my second one. I bought MAC Soft and Gentle first, which is a beautiful highlighter if you want something a little bit more subtle. And I did really like it, and I still use it pretty regularly. But if I want something a little bit more intense, I use this. And then I use just like a fan brush. Because like, look at that. Ooh. I like it. I'm just going to put a little bit here because we're going to put some lipstick on. And then I like to highlight the Cupid's bow. And some people do like a nose highlight, but that's not really my thing. I have a massive nose. I don't want to draw attention to it. Then we're going to use the e.l.f. Mad for Matte Eyeshadow Palette in Summer Breeze. I've never really done a look with this before. I have just really used it for work and for, like, I might have actually used it in a video, but not actually like a tutorial or anything like that. I hate when you scratch yourself and you leave like red marks. So we're gonna go in first with the Sigma E40. I want to really blind you guys. So we're gonna use this brown there, the third one over. Like, I don't really have oily eyelids, so I don't really use a primer. If I'm looking for like a more intense color, then I'll put like a white primer, like the NYX white primer that's in the pot. I'll use that. But typically I don't wear eyeshadow primer. I have drier skin, so my eyelids are generally pretty dry. And sometimes if I layer, especially like when the weather is up and down, kind of like it is now, if I layer a primer over, and then, because I always put concealer on my eyelids too, just to get rid of like the discoloration on my eyelids and like the freckles and stuff. But if I put a primer on there or anything like that, it can make, if I have eczema, it'll make it a little bit more apparent, and then it becomes really hard to like blend stuff just because of the texture. So I don't wear primer a whole lot. It's just not really a thing that I do. Unless I'm doing like a colorful, I need something really opaque. I have no idea what that was. We're going to deepen that a little bit more with this brown here on the end. We're just blending and blending and blending. I want like a super blended look. So I get to start going to the gym again soon. I've been feeling so inactive lately, so I'm really excited to get back in there and start lifting again. And with the weather change, I can run outside again, which is great because I love to run outside. Especially in my area, because I've got a lot of, even though I'm in Toronto, I've got a lot of like nature and stuff nearby, so it's really good. And it makes running in the morning pretty good. Then we're going to use this tapered eyeshadow brush, and we're going to go in with a couple of pink colors, because I want to do a little bit of a pink. So this like peachy pink color right here is what we're going to go in with first. Bower, buddy. And this one's pretty pink. I like the pigment of it. I do find it's not as easily blendable as the other one. Now that that is done, We're gonna go in with the darker pink here, just right beside it. So it's gonna be this one here. This is a tiny palette, so it's hard for me to know which ones I'm actually touching. But it's the pink here. I was gonna use the purple, but I feel like I just did purple. So we're gonna use the pink. We'll see how this looks. I've been doing a lot of pink looks lately, haven't I? No, there's not really much of a difference between the two. I mean, it's a little bit darker. Kind of like blends in together. It's not really a huge difference. So let's add some purple in the end here. So the purple that's in here, we're just gonna use this one here. It's really the only purple that's in this palette. I think this palette's like 10 bucks. I don't want to use too much. And I'm just gonna smooth out the lines a little bit because I find that this is a little bit harder to, I don't know, like it's a $10 palette, so I mean it's not gonna be like super fantastic, but it is nice. The pigment is there. I'm okay with this look. I just need to blend the lines a little bit more because I find it needs a little bit more encouragement. So we're just gonna use the Sigma E40 again and blend it around and down and everything. Do you think I'm going to go in with the opal highlighter just in the corners here? I'm going to go in with this tapered brush here. Tuck a little bit of it in the inner corner just to give it a little bit more depth. Because I find that it's very flat. And like the two pinks just kind of like go as one. So let's just add that to the inner corner there. And that's the eye look. I'm just gonna fill in my brows. We're gonna use the Maybelline Brow Drama. I've used this before in a few videos already. I do really like this product. The brush is weird. It's like a dome brush, and I've heard from a lot of people like this is very mixed reviews. So if you have really thin brows, I don't think you're gonna like this because the brush is so weird. And like, I don't think you're gonna get good lines if you have very thin eyebrows. This is all I'm using today. So I want a little bit more of an arch on my brows, but I need to grow them out before we can actually thread them that way. Because I use really harsh products, so I can't wax my face or else I'll rip my skin. So I just get threaded. Just gonna... Whoa, a piece of that came off. What the fuck? Okay. Back to regular programming. And then we're going to go in with Pure Volume Vixen 4-in-1 mascara. I don't know what the 4-in-1 is, but I do really like this mascara. I really like the look it gives my eyelashes, and it builds them up like crazy because I need more volume. I don't really need length. I just need volume. Okay, so for lipstick, we're going to go in with Dose of Colors Mood again. Yes, this is Mood. I do really love this color, and I do really love this formula. It's a great formula. I highly recommend it. And last, but certainly not least, because we want this to last regardless, is the setting spray. And this is the All Nighter Urban Decay setting spray. Ooh. And that's the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys again soon.